Alright, how many of you feel like you're wasting time and money with AWS? Because here's the thing, most people learn cloud the hard way. You buy a $200 course and never end up opening it. You spin up an EC2 instance and boom, a surprise $200 bill. I worked at AWS as a solutions architect for 2 years and honestly made a bunch of mistakes. But it also helped me learn some pretty insane hacks when it comes to building solutions on the cloud. And so whether you're studying for your first certification or you're already running production workloads, make sure to keep watching. Because no, learning cloud doesn't have to be hard. It doesn't have to be expensive either. Okay, let's get into it. Cloud hack number 1 is to fully understand and make use of the free tier. Now, AWS actually has 4 main types of offerings. The first is their free plan, where you can create an account and get up to $200 in free tier credits. You can explore and experiment with AWS services at no cost for up to 6 months. The next is their paid plan, which gives you access to their complete portfolio of services with pay-as-you-go pricing. In my opinion, that option is completely unnecessary if you're just learning AWS. Thirdly, they have short-term trials, where you can try out certain services for a limited amount of time. And finally, there are over 30 always free services. As long as you stay below the monthly limits, they're free to use. And so the hack here is always try your best to stay within the free tier, because Lambda gives you 1 million free requests per month, and with DynamoDB you get 25 gigabytes of storage. Now, to give you a real life example of how powerful the free tier can be, A Cloud Guru, an online training platform, famously ran their company on the AWS free tier for the entire year. They built a learning management system on serverless architecture back in 2015 using services like Lambda, S3, and DynamoDB. If a whole company could do it, you definitely can as well. For me, here's what I do when I build small cloud projects. I sign up for a new AWS account every 5 to 6 months. That way, I keep getting $200 of free credits. By the way, if you're looking for project ideas, you can check out my courses on Zero to Cloud. I have a whole range of projects ranging from beginner to advanced, and my goal with them is to help you gain confidence with building architectures on AWS. So if that sounds helpful for you, you can find the links to the courses in the description below. Alright, hack number 2 is a major time saver, and that is to automate your diagram to documentation process. Now, when you're learning AWS or building production systems, chances are you're constantly creating architectural diagrams and manually writing up documentation steps. As a former AWS Solutions Architect, I used to spend hours a day doing this. In fact, it was one of the biggest bottlenecks I faced. It felt like important work, but nowadays it's just admin. And so when Miro, the diagramming tool we all love, launched Miro Flows, I knew I had to try it out, because their goal is to help you automate this process. And wow, let me show you what it's capable of. So here I have an AWS architectural diagram in Miro, a pretty standard 3-tier application setup with VPC, subnets, EC2 instances, and so on. Now I'm going to run a prompt that transforms this diagram into a complete set of technical documentation steps. When I hit enter, Miro Flows gets to work almost immediately. It starts generating the technical specs and breaks it down into implementation tasks. And look, in just a few minutes, I have the complete doc with all the steps and details for my team to follow. You can even export the whole thing as a PDF or share a link with your team to collaborate. And so turn proven workflows into reusable templates for consistent processes with Miro Flows. If you're working in a team, be prepared to shave off hours of your work. I'll leave a link to Miro Flows in the description below if you want to try it out for yourself. Okay, cloud hack number 3 is to learn AWS by discovering your learning style. Most of the advice out there is to watch tutorials and build working projects. But here's the issue. It works for some learners, not others. If you've ever sat through a 4-hour course and forgot everything you learned the next day, that's probably why. For example, you might be the type to learn faster by actually getting hands-on and breaking things. So instead of waiting for things to break accidentally, just break them on purpose. Here's what I mean. AWS has a service called the Fault Injection Simulator. It's literally designed for you to intentionally break your infrastructure in a controlled setting. For instance, you could max out your CPU, throttle your APIs, and inject network latency, basically simulating real-world failures without actually destroying your production environment. Now, let's say you're someone who learns through games. You could check out AWS Cloud Quest. It's a role-playing game created by AWS where you can solve real-world cloud challenges to level up. You can pick a role like Cloud Practitioner or Solutions Architect and work through a few missions. It's free to start, and for those who like playing games, it's way more engaging than just staring at a wall of text. Or maybe you're more of an auditory learner. If that's you, this is where AI becomes really powerful. I've literally taken entire AWS white papers and documentation and dropped them into Notebook LM. In just a few minutes, it was able to generate entire podcast episodes. Pretty much two people having a conversation about AWS and breaking down topics with analogies. Perfect for listening to on your morning walk or commute. My point is, just like with anything else, learning works best when it actually matches how your brain operates. Some people need to read, some people need to watch videos, some people need to play games. Honestly, with AI, you have zero excuses now. There are so many ways you can be creative with your learning. Not only can the learning be more fun, but it will also help you save a lot of time. Now, speaking of AI, cloud hack number 4 is to use AI whenever you can. I posted a video recently where I talked about the potential for AI to replace cloud jobs, and I got this comment which pretty much sums it all up. So in this comment, a solutions architect said, I actually created a solutions architect skill for my AI agents, and I'm an SA. In the amount of time it takes me to go through all the details on each service and cost structure, I can just ask the AI to do it for me in 5 minutes. So yes, we are cooked. And here's the thing, he's right, but not in the way you think. AI is not going to completely eliminate all tech jobs, but it is going to radically transform them. When I was at AWS, I spent hours writing CloudFormation templates from scratch, digging through service documentation for hours, and don't get me started on how much time I spent debugging using Stack Overflow. Nowadays, I just have to prompt AI and it gives me all the answers. All I do is apply the fixes. And so here are 3 practical ways you can use AI to help you save time with AWS. The first is to use it to learn faster. Make Claude or ChatGPT your personal tutor and ask it to explain any cloud concept in simple terms, whether that be through comparison tables, mini games, or quizzes. Next, use it to build faster. Generate code with AI, build repeatable templates, and automate your workflows. And thirdly, learn to debug faster with AI. Rather than building 10 half-working cloud apps, focus on building a high-quality one. You can use AI to help you fix all the issues. So yeah, as much as AI is scary, it's honestly a big life hack when it comes to making cloud easier to learn and use. Okay, the final study hack is to tap into the AWS community, because here's what many people don't realize. There are thousands of cloud engineers out there who want to help you learn AWS for free. They remember what it was like to be confused about cloud services, and they genuinely want to help through mentorship. When I was studying for cloud certifications, I thought that I had to figure out everything on my own. Read the docs, watch the videos, and grind practice exams. But when I leaned into the AWS community and just people around me, it completely changed how fast I learned. Now, I might be biased, but AWS has one of the best communities in tech. You can join AWS Discord servers, Slack communities, and online forums. There are a lot of experienced developers hanging out in the channels, happy to help others. And if you message me on LinkedIn, I'll try my best to get back to you and help you as well. I'd also recommend checking out the AWS Community Builders program. This is an official AWS-led initiative where they provide you with free credits, a community, and discounts to go to AWS reInvent. So the biggest mistake that people make is learning cloud in isolation, because you don't have to do this all alone. There's an entire community of people who want to help you succeed. Alright, so those are the 5 shortcuts I picked up over the past few years. Let me know in the comments which one you found the most useful. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.